We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.
What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 8. So, listen. We start this episode off. We have Egypt, we have Sam, and they are investing in the hairless Egyptian cats. They're going to breed them, and that's their next get rich quick scheme. Listen, I feel like they are just everywhere and no place all at the same time. They are always looking for that next thing, that next hustle. Instead of focusing on one thing that could be like... Anyway, those cats are ugly as hell. They're ugh. Anyway, so Eric comes by to come visit them. He said, listen, I'm in Vegas because I'm looking for a venue. We're trying to do this showcase with JoJo. And listen, at the end of the day, when I come back through here with JoJo, can y'all just talk? He's talking to Sam. He said, can you and JoJo talk and clear this up, clear the air? You know, we're really just trying to, let's just put this behind us. He said, we want to do this showcase. We want Egypt to be a part of it. And, can we just get to the next place? And so, of course, now Sam is like, they want Egypt to be a part of it. Yeah, Egypt, not you. Nobody wants you, Roger. And so then Eric brings up the situation about the rumor. And he basically, I'm giving credit, he basically checks Egypt. He's like, listen, you told Savannah told somebody, and they told somebody, and now basically this whole rumor has cycled through. And his thing is, at the end of the day, do you even know if this is true or not? Like, do you know if this is a real rumor? I mean, do you know if this was it on some spite stuff? Like, what's really good? And of course, Egypt is defending herself. She was like, I can take the hit on that. I was wrong for saying it. I was wrong for repeating it. I guess I shouldn't have expected, that it wouldn't go any further. And so that's on me. That's my bad. But at the end of the day, TT really hurt me, and we just really need to talk. And then they talk about that damn Jamaican wedding thing again. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all were engaged before TT. I don't even know if she knew this dude when y'all got engaged, or they certainly ain't had no baby and they weren't engaged. So if Jamaica was really your spot, your place, and y'all was really serious about it, y'all would have already, I'm not saying you had to be married by now, but let's be clear, somebody else will know. And at the end of the day, so what? Do you know how many friends I have that got married in Jamaica? Y'all act like that is the only place people, no one has ever gotten married there before. Y'all were going to do something that was new and daring. Again, your family is from Jamaica. I'm sure you have attended a million weddings in Jamaica. If y'all don't let that go and stop acting like that was it, that was all, and she stole your Jamaican trip. Anyway. So Tyran is in town. He hooks up with TT. And TT, of course, has to bring him up to date on the whole rumor situation. And, of course, Tyran is like, listen, I stay out of the bull. That's my cousin. That's my sister. That's my mom. I love all of them. I don't want to take sides. And I don't want it to even be a perception that I'm taking sides. So I hear what everybody has to say. I keep my opinions to myself. I'm a sounding board, and I'm here for peace. That is it, and that is all. And you gotta respect that, because he has done a really good job of playing in the middle of this. I mean, a lot of times people can't stay neutral. A lot of times people end up in stuff they don't want to be in, and I've been in the middle, and it's hard. It's hard to be in the middle of something and not get caught up in the side stuff. And so I give him an A for effort on this one. I gotta give him credit. Because it is really, really hard to stay out of the bull, And so he's done a good job of it. And so TT tells him about the rumor and stuff. And, of course, he's not happy about it. And he's like, wow, that's crazy, that they would even put you in the middle of that, and what are you going to do about it? So she says, well, we're going to have to address it. We're going to have to clear the air. And then he asked about the wedding. And she said, well, because of COVID, we don't know. We don't know the date. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't know when we're going to do it, because it's just becoming really, really hard to try to make this whole thing happen with everything going on. With everything going on with, COVID. And it is. I mean, I told y'all before, my sister was planning her wedding. It was supposed to be in June, and we had to push it back to August because it was so many restrictions with everything with COVID. And I can only imagine when you add in the element of having to fly somewhere and bring people in and hotels and all of that stuff. And it's a lot. So, she says, listen, Brianna's having a dinner party. We're going to address it at the dinner party, and we're going to do it that way. So we see Brianna getting ready for her dinner party. TT shows up, honey. TT is dressed like they said that, the talk show host realness. And she did look like she was getting ready to host a talk show, honey. She looked like she was going to walk through that audience with her microphone and everything. So she talks to Brianna, and again, she has to bring Brianna up to date on the whole rumor situation because Brianna didn't know. Now, Brianna said that the purpose of her having this dinner party was to basically let everybody know, listen, I know I can be difficult sometimes, but this is who I am. Love me or leave me. I'm not going to change. And I was like, okay. All right. She lets TT know that JoJo has convinced her to be a part of the showcase, that she's not going to be there. She's going to do it remotely because she said, she feels comfortable when she's in her own space, when she's in her apartment, in her own space. And so she's going to do that. She's already started, rehearsing with her people and all that good stuff. And so, anyway, so that was that conversation. So TT says basically, I hate to, hijack your party, but, my fiance gonna be here, and we really would like to just dead the whole situation, address the rumor, the elephant in the room, and basically let everybody know, listen, this is what it is, this is what you know, this is what you don't know, and either you rocking with me or you not. And the one thing that was irritating me about TT is TT kept saying, I know who to blame this on, I know who to blame this on, I know who to blame this on. Even though I didn't really appreciate Savannah and Cree's part in this, I really can't blame them. It's really not their fault. I'm not mad at them. But here's the thing. I need you to embrace your feelings. I need you to embrace you are mad at them. And it's okay. You are upset with them. And it really is okay. I'm not saying that because at the end of the day, it's hard to not get mad at the messenger. And I can appreciate that you consciously knew who to be angry with, that this goes back to Pep in Egypt. But at the end of the day, you were a little irritated that there were some messengers carrying the message. Even when Vanessa showed up, Vanessa said, hey, TT, haven't heard from you. Like, are you mad at me? Because we normally talk, and I haven't heard from you in a while. And so, again, I don't feel like TT consciously was cutting people off and was consciously being that person. But at the end of the day, it's hard to not be mad at the messenger. And I think in this case, TT was frustrated, hurt, maybe even a little bit hurt. She doesn't know Savannah. She doesn't know Creed. So she might have been a little embarrassed. Because let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. And here's my 2 cents. Okay, I was going to wait to the end, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Because I don't want to forget to say it. I think there's some truth to the rumors. Now, my recording went out a little bit, so I missed some of the most important part of this episode, which was when they were actually addressing the rumor. But I feel like there's some truth to the rumor. I'm not saying he cheated on her, but some truth to the fact that was out there. So I feel like some of that is where TT's anger is coming from, is that some shit might have went down. But anyway. So not TT. So Egypt and Sam are meeting up with Tretch in the studio. And, they're talking to Tretch about everything that's going on. And Tretch is letting them know, listen, I've been hearing some things and I don't like what I'm hearing. And he basically said point blank, he said, listen, Sam is a little bit too sensitive. He's getting, like at the end of the day, you don't have to like everybody, but this is a business. And what's not good for business is for you being in a beef with JoJo Simmons, whose dad is Run. He said, first of all, that's the OG of the OG in this game. Number 2, he married me and your mama. Like, he's family. We grew up together. The kids grew up together. He was like, so what I need you to do is I need you to get out your feelings. You mad because he said that if it came down to a fight, he wouldn't choose your side. That's some bullshit. That's some real stupid stuff that you are jeopardizing some really good professional relationships over. And he said at the end of the day, that's not a good look. And you really need to be more about your business and less about your feelings, because your feelings in this environment don't matter. I said, I know that's right, Church. You better give him some self-love. And then he turned to Egypt and he told her, he said, listen, and I don't like this situation with you and Titi. Y'all grew up together. Y'all grew up like sisters. So whatever this is going on with y'all need to sit down and y'all need to dead it, because this is ridiculous. The rumors going around about her man cheating on her and all of this that y'all got going on, it's not a good look. I don't like it. And y'all need to resolve it. Then he asked Egypt to leave the room because he wanted to talk to Sam one-on-one. And he told Sam point blank, he said, listen, I need you to talk to JoJo and I need you to end this. I need you to end this. I need you to go talk to JoJo and I need you to end it. Now. Like at the first available opportunity, I need you to fix it. And now he said he gonna do it. Honey, he said he gonna do it. He realizes that, he need to be more about his business. Okay, he need to be more about his business. So back over to Bree's house. Everybody starts showing up. We're all there, and Titi got a little bit of an attitude. She got a little funky attitude with She got a little bit of a funky attitude with, like I said, Vanessa said, I ain't talked to you, what's going on, and she got a little bit of a funky attitude with Creed and with Savannah. Now, Savannah's thing is, I ain't do nothing to you, so I don't understand what the problem is. Like, why you mad at me? And TT was like, listen, I'm not mad at you. But you were. You had an attitude with them. You was making little smart comments at them because they tried to talk to her about the wedding. They tried to talk to her about Pep and ask her how Pep was, whatever. And she wouldn't talk about it. She was like, I'm not talking about this. I'm not having this conversation. I'm not talking about this. And they were like, okay, well, damn. Like, all right, then. Tanice tried to ask about the wedding and she sort of blew that off. And it was like, I understand part of it was she was like, I'm only going to say this one time. So what I don't want to do is have a bunch of little conversations. And then I know that I'm planning to address everybody at one time. But here's the problem. Nobody else knew that but you. So it came off very rude that they're asking you questions and you're not responding. Second of all, Savannah, who the hell brings a dog to a dinner party? Just nasty. Anyway. So, the fiance gets there, and that's when they get up to basically address the room. And he was like, well, let me just address the elephant in the room. And Savannah gets offended. Elephant? I know they ain't calling me no elephant. I mean, I ain't no elephant in the room. What they talking about? Are they addressing me? Are they talking about me being an elephant? Girl, it is a saying. I know you really not in your feelings. I know you really not mad. I know you really not sitting here taking it to the left because he used the term elephant in the room. Like, it's not that serious. And again, like I said, my thing went out, but I'm pretty sure all he said was, I ain't cheating on TT. I love TT, and we're going to get married and we're going to live happily ever after. I don't know. Put it in the comments if you say something different, child. So, but when my thing came back in, Savannah and Erica going at it. Now, I guess Savannah was talking and Eric cut her off and Savannah cut him off and was like, but I wasn't talking to you. And he got offended at her talking to him like that. Now, I tend to feel like Eric over exaggerated. Well, over exaggerated. I tend to feel like Eric exaggerated the situation because his wife told him he was doing too much. So I should have known then when Savannah was yelling at Eric and the wife ain't really have a whole lot to say, that it must have been more to it, because I feel like if that was my man, if some woman was yelling at my man like that and talking to him crazy, I would have something to say unless I felt like he was wrong. So that is what happened with that. And that's how that went down. But everybody seemed to, they seemed like they calmed down or whatever. And then Savannah went on to say her part. And basically Savannah was like, listen, I wasn't out here trying to start no shit. I didn't want to get in the middle of nobody's bull, but at the end of the day, it was brought to me, and I just felt like you should know what people was saying about you. Cree is in her feelings because I guess Cree was like, well, I guess I ain't planning this wedding no more because, hell, she never even paid her daggone deposit, so I guess it ain't, I guess I'm not paying for nothing. I guess I'm not planning the wedding. But what we find out is that we still don't know whether there is a wedding. We don't know when, where, what, or how about a wedding because, again, COVID. But now everybody is giving them the side eye like, is that really why we're not having a wedding? Is it because of COVID? But yeah, that probably really is why we're not having a wedding. Because like I said, I went through that in my family. And we don't even have the kind of money and means that they had to try to get everybody there. Because I'm sure the show was going to film it. And I'm sure the show was going to pay for a lot of the production costs. We ain't had no show paying for our wedding, okay? So, at the end of the day, that was pretty much it. I apologize if I didn't get all of it. Because like I said, my thing, it was acting up. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.